Yeah, it's Star Time. I think that's a James Brown album.
Star time?
Yeah. Yeah, how's it going, everyone? How's everybody doing? We're trying something here. Brian, my buddy Brian, that's helping with the stream here. We gave him a microphone.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. How are you doing, Brian?
I'm doing okay. You know, the cold's almost gone.
Cold's almost gone, so you may hear some sniffling back there. Maybe not the best day to give you your microphone.
I'll stay off it. I'll stay off the mic.
Really, the only problem with the mic is just every mic you add into this, it adds buzz and noise, you know? That's the thing. Are we getting some comments on the guitar?
We are. We're getting a bunch of rock star power. And we got people checking in from around the world. We got all kinds of countries already checking in.
I love hearing that. Let's see. The one that I didn't have enough time to learn this morning, I'm sure it's very easy, but I didn't learn it, is don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? I don't know that one. But I do have, I have one that was from, funny enough, the silliest afterthought Instagram post is like my best Instagram post probably in my whole Instagram career. It always happens like that. That's why you can't plan that kind of thing. But anyway, this was a guitar that I just pulled out of storage. I had a storage unit with some stuff in there for a couple years. And I pulled it out, and I had remembered that many years ago, like my daughter was probably like 2 or 3 years old, and I saw a deal on this for $30, so I bought it. Totally forgot about it. Went into the storage unit. It was there was a purple gig bag, and I was like, oh my God, that's right. So it's just one of those Daisy Rock guitars, but it reminds me of Bootsy Collins. Also, though, Kiss. There's a Kiss vibe. So with this guitar, I'm going to do the a little Bootsy thing with it. Bootsy tribute with the Daisy guitar. And there's going to be a lesson on this funk device coming up. And then, a little teaser, a little Kiss teaser. Anyway. So I've got my looper pedal, folks. And by the way, Dave Knightley says Starstruck. I like it. The Ghost. Rari burnt Apple device, maybe. Pascal. Eve. Tyler Mitchell. Jay Wilder. Thanks.
I like the gem and the holograms comment.
Dude, and
Seems about right.
I was just going to say, you and I are both old enough to know exactly that reference, but sadly, many people will not know that reference. I can even sing it. Let's see. Gem is truly outrageous, truly, truly, truly outrageous. That's it, right?
I think so. I was watching Thundercats, though.
Oh, sorry. I was watching Gem. You were watching Thundercats. Got it. Brian, there was a year, I don't know, maybe it was our freshman year in high school, where you said you would just drop Thundercat. You would just say Thundercats.
I get in trouble.
And the teacher would get really mad, and you just wait for these moments to say Thundercats, and the teacher would freak out, right?
Yes.
See, I remember. We were there. Okay, so, I'm going to do a little beat, a little scratchy beat first. And also, Brian's looking at all the comments, you guys, so feel free, even if I'm not looking at the screen, if there's something important that I need to know about, Brian's looking, so we'll check in with him in a second. I also have a ton of crap to plug. But I'll start with saying February 3rd at the Iridium in New York City. Also, I'm doing a 2-for-1 on my Marty music courses, the 2 beginner courses for the price of 1. That ends tomorrow. You can check that out at martymusic.com, only if you want to. The NAMM show's coming up. I'm going to be appearing there, so I'll talk about that in a second. Tomorrow is a new episode of Guitar Tours with this awesome guy named Buddy Miller. Incredible. You got to check it out. It's going to be a really good one. I'm excited about that. All right. A little more playing, right? Anything, Brian?
A lot of Freebirds.
Yeah. Yeah. Freebirds. Seen that quite a bit myself. So not Freebird yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But, okay. A beat. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it feels good, doesn't it? Let's see. Let me try this. Oh, baby Bubba. Come on, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook! Real quick, that reminds me, that's the Ace, by the way, that's the Ace Frehley solo. Kind of a dead fret there. But it reminded me of a Fish riff, because I was getting on a Fish kick because last week, well, I filmed the Fish lesson already, it's not out, but I started, I was listening to Fish. Brian, we were talking about Fish, but there's a riff that's right in that wheelhouse. I didn't play that part right, but that was literally in my mind, like telling a story. Like I've never played that riff before, so it wasn't 100%, but it was close. When you're trying to paraphrase a story. Let me explain that pedal I was using. And this guitar is pretty noisy too, but I'm using this M9 Line 6 M9 Stomp Boxy modeler thing. They have a new Helix now, I guess is the new version, but anyway, one of their settings is called Growler, and so it's like octave, auto wah, and maybe fuzz in there too. And you kind of blend them together, and then if you want, you can actually take the original guitar signal and lower that, and all you're left with is this like processed sound. But I always like to play. Ooh. But the scratches don't work. So anyway, that's enough of that one. The guitar is small, yes. It's a kid's, it's basically, they make guitar, Daisy Rock is kind of a feminine, young girl type of brand. That's what they're marketing towards. Although this guitar is way old now. I don't even know what Daisy Rock's up to. It's just a fun thing to have. Okay, let me reiterate some of those plugs again while we're switching. You got something?
You got a shout out to Eddie Hazel, obviously.
Eddie Hazel, yeah.
He's the guitar player.
Yeah.
For the band.
Yeah. And I am going to do a lesson on the chord progression to Maggot Brain. You can't teach every single lick of that song in a video, but I'm going to do one of that. So yeah, Eddie Hazel.
And then where you heard Fish from that Kiss song, a lot of people hear Chuck Berry, naturally.
Yeah, there's a timeline, right? So I hear tons of Chuck Berry and AC/DC. Chuck Berry is the start. It is rock and roll. In fact, I think Keith Richards said you could call it rock and roll or you could call it Chuck Berry. Right. So, like something like that. I'm once again paraphrasing. So, and also, do you guys like that Brian has a microphone? Let me know. And I didn't share it today, but I was going through some pictures, and there's that classic picture of Brian and I on the Pee Wee soccer team. I'll share that. This show and tell this week was the Daisy guitar. Right.
Hello from Botswana. That's awesome.
Hello in Botswana. That's awesome. Now, I haven't looked over at Facebook yet, and that's where all my close personal Facebookians are. You checking out Facebook at all, Brian?
Rock and roll by another name would be called Chuck Berry.
Thank you. See, we can always count on on the Pete's.
Malcolm Reed.
Malcolm Reed. Was that on Facebook or?
Facebook.
Nice. So you're seeing the YouTube comments on the controller on the iPad, and then you're looking at Facebook on your phone?
That's right.
Okay. All right, this whiskey's empty. I mean, coffee is empty. Just kidding. Don't like whiskey in the afternoon. But I do like whiskey on a southbound train. It's a song lyric, small inside joke. But okay, I'm opening that now too. Just want to give some shout outs. Hume Hawkins, Paul Jenkins, Adam Romanelli, Connor Deegan, Gordon Black, Dan Frankel, Keith Lorelei, Ron Laren, Mark Angus, Conrad Chodor, John Bennett, you know he's heard that before. I don't know who you are, Chodor, but you've heard that. John Bennett, thank you. Malcolm Reed, once again, thank you. Jason Bolish, thank you. Really appreciate you guys very much. Do I have a harmonica lying around for a quickie? Oh my God, did you see on Twitter, someone inadvertently made a Blues Traveler reference asking me for a harmonica lesson? But it was like someone in another country that didn't know who Blues Traveler was. So on Twitter, there was someone who was like, hey, Marty, blah, 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 blah. I'm hoping that you can, do some more harmonica lessons recently. But anyway, thanks again for all the great videos. And I wrote back, I retweeted, I said, quote, but anyway, do you see what you did there? And he was like, no, I didn't. And I wrote back, just listen to the song, but anyway, and then you'll know. And then he wrote back, he's like, okay, now I get it. Yeah, now he gets it. Actually, and that goes. Man, it feels so... There's this just wave of nostalgia that comes over me with any of that music. Like immediately when I started playing it, it made me go right back into that time.
Somebody wants you to invite the other Marty onto a live stream.
Dude, thank you guys. He's a lot more shy than me. I appreciate that shout out actually. That's a reference, That's like a Marty music reference. So
Is that left Marty or right Marty?
Actually, Brian helped me make those, you guys, and we actually did. We had because I was wearing a different outfit for each of them. So Brian and I had a little diagram, and it was like pro Zeppelin, dark shirt, black T-shirt, the brown hat, pro Black Sabbath, the gray hat, the red T-shirt, and we had to move it all around. So I'm sorry if I'm spoiling now.
Are you totally? Yeah, Santa's not real.
Sorry to spoil that there's only one of me. But man, have you seen that movie, The Prestige?
No.
I recommend it. With Batman in it. Okay, so hey, Mike, I hope to meet you soon, Mike Ruggiero. And if anyone's going to be at the NAMM show, that reminds me, Mike, if you're going to be at the NAMM show, hopefully we can run into each other there. But at the NAMM show, not everyone can go to that, but it's like the big music conference trade show. If anyone's heard of the CES trade show, that's all like electronic stuff. The NAMM show is like that, but for all musical equipment. I'm only going to be there Friday, and some of you do go to the NAMM show that watch this, because I've heard from you. But Friday at the NAMM show, Justin Sanderco and myself together will be at the Boss booth at noon on Friday. Justin and I both. Did you meet Justin, Brian, ever?
No.
So we haven't seen each other in quite a while, but that's going to be fun. So at noon on Friday, Justin and I will be at the Boss booth at noon. At 2 o'clock on that Friday, I'm going to be at Taylor Guitars. So that's where I'll be there, probably cruising around in between that. And then at 4 o'clock, Brian, I don't know if you knew this, but at 4 o'clock, oh, and I got to take this tuner off. At 4 o'clock, I will be playing at the Heritage Guitar booth, which is this guitar company. So they have some new ownership and whatnot, and they're trying to reach out a little more, it seems like. So at 4 o'clock, I will be there. And then hopefully any other guitar friends and, other people that are at the NAMM show will probably do some kind of meetup somewhere after that as well with Justin and myself and some other guitar kind of people. Anyone's invited. So we'll figure that out. Kirk Hiltz asks, am I going to stream the Iridium show? So February 3rd, which is a Sunday, I'm playing at the Iridium in New York City. It will be live streamed. There's another thing. The tickets are available on the Iridium website. However, there's going to be a very special and very limited VIP guitar clinic at the venue before the show. It's going to be limited to 10 people. That's not available yet because I know some of you last week emailed me when I asked you if you'd be interested in a clinic. So what I did was I actually reached out, and I'm sorry I didn't respond to you, but I reached out to the Iridium, and we worked out a way where we can do it right there before the show. So 10 people, limited to 10 people, you'll be able to get this VIP thing and have a guitar clinic. If it's only 10 people, that means you'll be able to, really engage, you'll be able to play a little bit. You can bring a guitar, then you'll also have like first seating in there as well. And then you can get your dinner and drinks and be ready to go for the show. So February 3rd, the Iridium. Also, once again, I'm having this 2-for-1 deal with my beginner acoustic and beginner blues course. So obviously, for the beginners out there, you can go to martymusic.com. That deal ends tomorrow. Let's see. Saturday, though, January 26th. I know it's a lot of plugging, right, Brian? But I'm busy.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm busy. And this is where else, this is a great opportunity to do it. So January 26th, Saturday in Nashville, because I saw comments, people asking me, where will I be in Nashville? So Saturday, January 26th in Nashville at the Exit Inn. Saturday, January 26th at the Exit Inn. A friend of our band, a band that we love and that we're friends with called the Mother Hips. They're playing a show. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to most likely jam with the band. It's not my show. It's not something where I'm going to be up there all night or anything like that, but I will be there. So if you want to come see an awesome band, say hello. We'll drink a beer in Nashville together. Plus, I am going to jam, and it'll be an opportunity. That's just where I'm going to be. So if you want to, the band's awesome too. I'm saying you will not regret seeing the Mother Hips regardless, but I will be there, and I will be jamming, more or less. Mike Hahn, Michael Hardesty. All right, so Michael Hardesty is, I hope I'm not embarrassing him right now, but that's a friend of mine who we work together in Nashville. And Michael actually is the one that's helping make all that Guitar Tours stuff happen. He's producing the whole thing. So Michael, thank you, my friend. And tomorrow is going to be the next Guitar Tours episode. Tomorrow with Buddy Miller, who plays in Band of Joy with Robert Plants. He was in that movie with Jeff Bridges, Wild at Heart, I think it was called, where he's a musician. Buddy Miller was like one of the real musicians in that movie. He's got his own Sirius radio show. He's very big in that like folk Americana world. Great personality. We're at his home studio in his beautiful house in Nashville. That's tomorrow at 11.
Michael Hardesty says, thanks you, dude. And then Enzo Avery really wants a
one more, yeah. Hold that thought, but one more thing about Michael Hardesty. He works with, I'm lucky to work with him, but he works with Binging with Babish, which is a huge YouTube channel, if any of you guys have seen that. And he works with superstar animal celebrity Jif Palm. So I'm working in the same field as Jif Palm and Binging with Babish, and Michael is a talented young guy.
You gotta be careful. You're gonna lose subscribers to Jif Palm.
I thought you were going to say something else, like, people are getting bored, Marty, come on, play. Which I'm sure is true, but...
No, Enzo Avery is really hankering for a lesson on motherless children. Do you have a motherless children? Yeah.
Oh, no, but that's like 2 chords.
Yeah, it's a good tune.
Yeah, I mean, that song's all about that performance of it. You know what I'm right?
Motherless children?
Yeah, from Woodstock, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a good one. That's a good one. I have a lot of cool lessons planned, and here's one that people have been begging for. Not going to remember it all the way. Let's see. Paraphrasing again, but that's finally the Metallica solo. Don't worry, the actual lesson, I remember it in the lesson, not like today. But that's coming very soon. I'd love to hear, Hume Hawkins loves Guitar Tours. Thank you, Hume. I appreciate it. I got one more jam. Mike Rusciarella says, nice Hammett. Yeah, thank you, Mike. Man, speaking of Metallica, oh yeah, Hammett does that solo. Anyway, not important, I'm getting distracted. Drop D lesson. Danny Harris says, what guitar is that? This is a Heritage guitar, and I'm going to be at the Heritage booth playing at 4 o'clock at the NAMM show on that Friday. The Ghost he's the one that's saying Freebird a lot, but there's other people too, huh? And I am working on a John Mayer kind of thing, so that'll be coming, you guys. Let's see here. Real quick, on any of the platforms, I'd love to hear just your lesson requests, song requests. Let me know, and I want to look for any trends. And maybe there's something I hadn't thought of. I have plenty that I'm working on, but I always want to hear from you guys. So I'm going to do this jam, but while I'm doing it, let me know for real, like songs that you've always wanted to learn. I don't care what it is. It'll help me, and I'm always looking at that. So, okay. music's are great. My loop changed chords, but that was not planned. You know that riff, Brian?
No.
Yeah, you're not. You were not a '90s guy.
No.
You were not a '90s guy. That's okay.
And I think the 2000s are worse.
I do too, but that is one of the best bands from the '90s. Actually,
What was it?
It was Soundgarden.
Okay.
Spoon Man.
See, I hear like I Want You to Go into a Led Zeppelin song going with that.
Well, yeah, it's drop D, so you've got the something. Yeah. All right, you guys. So that's it. Quick few shout outs. Brian, we getting lunch today?
We are, and I have to say my favorite song request was Gift of a Thistle, the Braveheart theme.
Nice. Very interesting choice. Very interesting. I don't know. I like the pinky.
Yeah.
In fact, I've had to pull out every reaction I have for those Marty versus Martys. And
That's right. We need reactions. People seem to send in reaction.
yeah,
ideas.
by the way, you guys, I've used up all my reaction shots. I have nothing left. Although the one I think I was most proud of is the one I came up with, which is this one. It's hard to do. We had to do it like 20 times.
I
but
saw you starting it, and I was like, well, he's not going to.
it's this.
It was excellent. But I thought,
Right?
I was like, no, he's not going to do
He's
that.
not going to do that. Because we were talking about like Sabbath, I think.
It's hard to get that pinky to work in that pinky.
Hey, you know, I have some, but that would, and we thought, oh, maybe I should try the left because I play, and it was not easy. But it's like, you know, it's like that thing. It's you just have to practice. But we crank it, crank it, crank it. But anyway, yeah, reaction shots are always good. I mean, if you have suggestions. Couple shout outs here on YouTube. And by the way, thanks you guys. February 3rd in New York at the Iridium. Beginner sale ends tomorrow at martymusic.com. NAMM show Friday. I'll be there all day. Saturday, January 26th in Nashville at the Exit Inn. I will be hanging out with the Mother Hips. Guitar Tours is tomorrow. And lunch is now. Luke Colombo, Nice Life, thank you. Rush Hogan, Chris Crawford, Kelvin Crow, Albert Vitale, Garrick Pridemore, Paul Anthony Flanagan, Nico Don Vito, Spitfire Boys again, thank you. The Ghost, Sarah Labar, Judd Videos, Phoenix Gamer, Juan Rivera, Garrick Pridemore, hey, Spitfire Boys, nice to see you. Owen Neiman, Vincent Messina from Loggins and Messina, thanks for visiting. And then, looks like I have to open up Facebook here again. What? Appreciate you guys. Ooh, I picked a good thumbnail already. Yeah, Chris Crawford caught the School of Rock song. Jeffrey Atakora, Jim Hind, Eric Beard, Conrad Chodor again, Simon Darnley Zanders, Enzo Avery, Michael Wood, Vernon Fisher, thank you, Vernon, Robin Wildcat Anglin, Jeffrey Atakora, Max Joaquim Gunderson, Wade Verana, Kenneth Reno, Jeff Grimm says, hey, Brian, come help me shovel snow. It is raining hard here in California, actually. Rob Howard, yeah. Hey, Rob. Brock Lightning, Conrad Chodor, Ken Francis, Doug Hilderman, Jeff Monahan, Danny Harris, thank you. Dan Frankel, thank you. David Brunstein, thank you. Matt Edwards, you're welcome, Matt. Michael Wood, Dennis Klein, Snowy shout out from Ohio. Randy Wilcox, thank you. Ken Whalen, I like Travis Tritt. He's kind of a rocker country guy. Charlie Moon, although, man, Travis Tritt, his mullet was superior to pretty much anyone else's mullet. Travis Tritt had the like full tight short, super long in the back. I mean, definitely beat Billy Ray Cyrus, but Billy Ray Cyrus was very like, his mullet was very groomed, whereas Travis Tritt was like, I just got off a cross-country Harley trip, and now my mullet looks like this. So, big difference. But that is a gear video coming up, mullet care. You know, Thursday, gear video, mullet care. You know, proper conditioning, blow drying, length, finding the right length for you. I think this is going on too long, but I'm stuck now. Owned. Mullet Talk, yes. Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here from Mulletville. Mulletville.
Marty Mullets.
Yeah, Marty Mullets, you guys. Some people start gaming channels on the side, you know. Some people get into different stuff, and I just saw my lane in the mullets, you know, even though I don't have one. Anyway, that's it. Love hanging out with you guys. And just remember, every Saturday at 1 o'clock Pacific time, I do these. Oh, yeah. Now, next Saturday is not the NAMM show yet. So I'll be here next Saturday, but then the next 2 Saturdays, I will not be doing the regular live stream. I know, stop crying. But I'll have that February 3rd gig, which is a Sunday, and that'll be live streamed. So I'll have a show streaming. Anyway, I'll let you guys know, but I will see you next week. Brian, thanks again.
Adios, fellas.
Yeah. Close that up.
Marty the Mullet.
Marty Mullets. Mulletsgalore.com was a site I found pretty funny. But yeah, we're done. So thank you.
Bye, everybody.
No grand ending this time. That's okay. Got to keep them guessing, you know. See you guys.